What a beautiful day it is. Sun is shining, the weather is good, a little warm, but that's how it is. And we're actually on the way down to the beach to check out the sand, to check out the water quality, and to check out how it is to go for a swim here at the Chaweng Beach in Koh Samui, Thailand. As you probably can see here, it's not that simple to get to the beach here. There's a lot of bungalows and resorts and bars, restaurants, beach clubs that is kind of blocking the way from the main road down to the beach. So you have to go through one of these, and it's not all of them that are so friendly that you can just pass by. So and yeah, welcome to the beach here, Chaweng Beach, Koh Samui. And I think we're gonna go a little bit of this direction here to find a better spot, because going out here it seems like a little not as good as it going a little bit further this way. So and yeah, maybe it's not that easy to find a little spot in the sand either without you having to go to a resort and pay for a chair and pay for food. Maybe you just want to lie in the sand and go for a swim, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, I guess the ocean had taken a big chunk of the beach here. Really not a lot of space, but there's probably more space earlier. But you know, here it's kind of like straight up to the building. So and yeah, we pretty much still walking here, trying to find our little spot here. But it's a little difficult actually, because you don't want to have the feeling you're kind of like going on somebody's property, you know. You just want to have a place where you can lie down with no issues whatsoever. So hello, my friend. I'm still pretty much walking here to find my little spot here. But yeah, it's not that easy actually. There's one beach club after the other taking up the space here on the beach, and obviously you don't want to lie in sand in front of like 100 beach chairs. So then you're suddenly like the one that everybody's watching, you know. So I'm trying to find a little spot here on the sand where I can sit down for 5 minutes and yeah, go to the water. So now I think I'm at a location here where I actually feel a little bit comfortable just to put out my towel and go for a swim without feeling disturbing any privacy around here. So yeah, so I finally found a little spot here after walking for like 20 minutes where I could put my towel, and now I'm actually going to go in the water here to test it out and see how it's like. One of these, I guess this is one of the most popular beaches in Thailand, so we'll see. Well, it does have the right color, so to speak. This crispy crystal turkey color, blue color, turkey color. Yeah, I can barely see my feet here actually, and now I just got a taste of the water, very salty. So but besides that, it's very nice. I think you will be happy for the water if you came here. I'm not sure you will be happy about all the tourists here, because all this resort thing is kind of like blocking the beach quite a lot. So but yeah, that's how it is. So but yeah, now I'm pretty much under here, and the water is it does have the color, yes, but it's a little murky. It doesn't seem that clean. But well, it's Koh Samui, it's Thailand, you know, it's Asia. The weather is good, so you shouldn't complain really. And now I'm washing my stuff here. So yeah, but it seems like a lot of people on this beach here, and it's a little bit ignoring that all the resorts and beach club, bars, restaurants, they're kind of blocking. So you feel obligated to go in, and I guess you have to rent a chair to sit there in order to be at the beach. And I had to walk like 20 minutes from this point down there to this point here in order to find a spot in the sand where I could take my towel and go lie down and then go in the ocean here. But actually it's very relaxing to stay right here. When you're right here, you know, feeling the water, feeling a fresh breeze coming in, you know, then you kind of like don't give a fuck about all these resorts and all these things blocking the beach here. I just want to stay here in the water because it feels nice. To be honest, I think I've been like in tourist places for too many years, you know. I just want to have empty beaches whatsoever, no people around, you know. But it's kind of rude of me to say that because obviously every people are good people, you know. This is actually slow season, but it seems like there's quite a few people on the beach here this afternoon here, and the weather is nice and the temperature is warm. And now right here in the water, and it's very nice. It does have this crystal clear turkey blue color, but it is a little dirty, and that's probably because it's rain season now. So all the dirt from the mountains that you can see over here, you know, they get flushed out in the ocean when it rains, and you know, it kind of creates this water that is not 100% clean. And we should actually wait for like 5 days before going into the water. It was raining yesterday, but yeah, you know how it is. You cannot wait 5 days for that. And what if it's gonna rain tonight? Then you have to start all over. So you take the chance and you go in here, and it's actually very nice to stay here. I don't feel like I want to go anywhere. I just want to stay here for the rest of the day. Maybe bring my laptop out here and just work from here because it is very, very nice. So yeah, some kind of animal there. Shit. Probably something we don't want to touch, you know. And yeah, that's the typical one. When you want to go underwater and the sun disappears. So you are in the shadow, so you have to wait a little bit in order to get some good pictures, you know. So I guess it's time to do a little dip here to check out what's underwater here. So definitely nice to do this, hitting the water here, even if you get snots all over the place. It's a nice thing to do. So I guess that's a good thing about being a nomad. Work from home, you get to a cafe, you go to a co-working place, work from your apartment, your hotel room, and then work for in the morning, and then around midday, you know, you say, oh, I can go for lunch. And then I'm gonna go for a swim afterward. And go here, stay in the water for 30 minutes, have a little nap on the beach, go back to work. So that's one thing I really am grateful for, and I really appreciate being able to do that.